Would a British Super League be an idea? Sky Sports are reporting David Moyes, West Ham manager, advocates unified British League in wake of Super League debacle. Quote, change is needed in some way. I think the Premier League has a brilliant product, I really do. But at the top clubs, you're talking about too many games. So could we have Premier League 1 and Premier League 2? Could we have a situation where we invite Rangers and Celtic into Premier League 2? Why not Premier League 1, by the way, Moyes, if you're saying this? Why can we not unite the UK? Why do we have to be England and Scotland and not unite it? Why can it not be a pyramid that allows teams in the Scottish leagues to get into the Premier League 2? In fact, I think it could actually, more money would filter down if Rangers and Celtic could be given the opportunity to come in. Why not try to make what we have got something new? That's a typo in the article. And maybe take a few less teams. Maybe 2 out of the Premier League to put in Premier League 2 and have an extra few weeks for the other teams. So that's end quote. So basically, he wants another Premier League. So he basically wants the Championship to be the 3rd tier, probably. Premier League 2. He wants to bring the Scottish League or some teams from the Scottish League into the... And this has been talked about for a while. And I know Scottish and Rangers fans will be chomping at the bit for this. They'll be like, yes, please. Because they've wanted it for ages. They've wanted to be in these leagues for ages. And I'm not trying to speak for all of you there. I know we've got some Celtic fans that watch this podcast with all the Liam Shaw stuff. But I'm already annoyed that the Welsh teams are in it, to be honest.
Yeah, it kind of thing. You already got the Wales teams in. Why have you not got the Scottish teams in? Kind of thing.
There's that side of it too. If we're going to have Welsh teams, why not have the Scottish leagues in? The thing is, that would call for, rather than a Super League, that would mean
an entire complete change everything.
You restructure the whole league.
Yeah. The thing is, the only issue you've got there is someone in the Highlands of Scotland has got to go all the way down to Plymouth. That's a long journey. And a lot of the clubs won't have like the finances for planes and stuff. That's a coach journey.
That's true.
So when do you set off to get all the way down to Plymouth? That's the thing. It's the concept is great. And personally, I would like it, but I also wouldn't because, that might cause a domestic in my household if we have to play Celtic.
Yeah, his wife's Celtic fan, which is fun. But it's also a case of like Premier League 1 and Premier League 2, like, and then what's below that? The Championship, and then you've still got League 1 and League. It'd need whole structure. It'd need a whole reform.
You need to change everything, and it can't be something that's been done on the whim. It has to be properly looked at. We've seen what happens when things are done on whims. They don't particularly work well, and you have to be very, very careful how you're changing someone's Saturday, in a sense. And that's basically what you're doing. You're changing someone's Saturday or game time to like watch it. Because there's going to be you still have people who talk about the leagues or when the Championship come in. It's like going down to League 1 is the old 3rd division.
Okay, you've got Celtic links, right?
Yep.
So you tell me where you think, if we brought forget the Premier League 1, get the Premier League 2 sort of thing. If you brought Celtic into the English Football League as it currently stands, with the Premier League included, where would they sit currently based on their squad?
Currently based on their squad, I say they're either pushing playoffs Championship and a yo-yo team in and out because they've not got the money to keep building the squads.
They're a Watford.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And that's no disrespect, but the money in Scotland, but would that money trickle down because they would have parachute payments then as well?
There's that side of it as well. And Rangers, do you think they're the same thing? Do you think those top 2 clubs would be yo-yo clubs?
It feels that way, yeah. And that's no disrespect, that's my opinion, just because I know you look at some of the players Rangers and Celtic have got in the past, they've been either mid-level or high-tier Championship players.
Right, so here's the thing.
Very rare you take a Premiership.
Here's the thing that brings that on from that. The same league, right? The SPL, right?
Yeah.
But if we take it into a British league standpoint, where does St Johnstone, who are in the SPL, sit in that football pyramid, in your opinion?
They're near us at the moment.
No, they're not. They're League 1. They're mid-League 1, lower League 1. Yeah. And that's the thing. Well, there's a gulf in quality in terms of where it sits. And
but it's back to the Super League thing. Real Madrid, Barcelona, they're your top, and it's everyone else fighting for whatever.
That's the thing. That's why I'm saying bringing these clubs into it would only be You've got to realise that if this happened, all the clubs have to come because there'd be no Scottish League anymore. It would kill it. If these like St Johnstone, Hibs, and that they when they play, I watched an interview. I think it was on Talksport where somebody had played for those clubs and said we only look for as soon as you sign for the club, you look for when you're playing Celtic, you look for when you're playing Rangers. That's the only draw to that league. So if you're going to pull those out of the league, you've got to take everyone, otherwise it's going to collapse.
That's their cup finals in a sense, isn't it? To like, if you beat them, you're in for a good season, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't think it's a great idea, to be honest. I think it's, but then again, the Welsh clubs are in there. I could see it happening. I could see it having legs, and I wouldn't be entirely against it because the Welsh clubs are already in the English Football League. But if it becomes a British Football League, it needs a whole restructure, and that's my opinion on it. It needs to be.
And
restructured.
if you're doing a British, you may have to put some of the. I think it's which I get my Irish confused with.
Northern Ireland League. They don't even have a professional league.
Yeah,
semi-professional, so it's mental.
To be fair, I normally play their rugby teams on FIFA just to see what they're like because they're normally like 1 or 1.5 stars.
I mean, I might be lying there. It might be Ireland's that's got the semi-professional league.
Yeah.
But fact check that one.